Tony Award-winning Broadway star of musical, The Lion King, Rent, The Color Purple.
No big deal.
No big deal?
No big deal. Hamilton.
Did I miss Hamilton?
You did. Oh my God.
I suck at this job.
I love it.
It says right here.
I love that you missed it.
We missed it. And Girls5eva, season 3, dropping now, today.
Today, it drops today on Netflix.
This show is honestly one of my favorite comedy shows of all time. It is so, so funny. There are so many jokes per minute. You almost have to watch each episode multiple times to try to catch everything. And your character is so funny. She's like the total standout.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's easy to say when I'm here by myself, but thank you so much.
Everyone in it is very talented, but you have some of the funniest lines in the entire show.
The show is very dense. We call it JPM dense, jokes per minute.
Yep.
Jokes per minute.
We showed that clip that you just saw at the premiere, and everyone missed the third joke because they were laughing at the first one. That's just how funny it is. You have to watch it several times, which is good because it's streaming.
Yes!
Yeah.
It is!
It's really a dream come true of a job. We laugh hysterically. I just spent the entire night putting together my BTS reel to post on Instagram because now I can, and I just remembered how much joy we have. Aww. It's so fun.
It's the season 3 is coming out now, but you did season 1 and season 2 before that. Tell people if they didn't catch it when it first came out.
What it's about.
What is the show about?
Wouldn't you like to know?
No.
Girls5eva
is about a one-hit wonder pop group from the 90s, who discovers in present day that their one hit has been sampled by a rap star. And so they decide that they are back. In the first season, they decide they're gonna stay together. In the second season, they make an album called Returnity. And in the third season, they go on tour. That's what's hot and new. All 3 seasons are on Netflix, but the third season is hot and new. You find us in Fort Worth, Texas.
Yeah.
Oh,
We've written a song. It's called Tap Into Your Fort Worth. We do it because we discovered
There it is. Come on. That's the Tony. That's the Tony right there.
That's the Tony right there. No, we basically discovered there's a hole in the market. It's like the biggest city that doesn't have a song about it.
Yeah.
So,
I wonder why.
We make a song called Tap Into Your Fort Worth, and you find us in the beginning of season 3, killing in Fort Worth.
She was also in Hamilton.
Yes.
I was in
Good job.
I wanted to ask you, because the show is frustratingly funny and seems at ease. However, how are you reading the jokes in the script and then saying, here's what I'm going to bring to it? I mean, is it the actors adding things, or is that all in the script? I mean, there's so many jokes in this thing. It makes me angry.
I know.
So is that you? Is it the script? Is it everybody working together? Is it improvising? What is it?
It starts with, well, actually, it's funny that you mentioned Hamilton because it reminds me of that.
You were in Hamilton.
I was.
Yeah.
I say it as often as I possibly can. Yeah. No, it's sometimes you find yourself in a perfect storm. The writers are brilliant. It's Meredith Scardino and Tina Fey. It's anybody like 30 Rock? Anyone ever? It's that team of writers and producers. There's the greatest just design team. We have all these wonderful songs. Let me tell you about the cast. Sarah Bareilles, Paula Pell, Busy Phillips. We have, there's a lot of flashbacks between the 90s and today so that we can just kind of figure out what went wrong. There was a lot that kind of went wrong in the 90s that we weren't aware of. Sometimes it's fun to just kind of tap into the misogyny of these pop groups in the 90s.
Why'd you look at me when you said that? It's unbelievable.
You're to blame. No, it's true, and you do touch on all of that. Women, when you look back on how female pop stars were treated in the 90s and the early aughts, it's atrocious.
It is. I actually was that, and I was definitely in my 20s in the 90s trying to be a pop star. I didn't even have one hit, so I'm actually kind of proud of this group. But I had no idea. I used to be in a group that was trying to get signed, and we had a song called Yes, you can, find you a good man. But when you do, you gotta treat him right. Make sure your love is out of sight now. I mean, come on, you guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're songs we could write about something other than finding a good man.
Yes.
That's what we get to do on this show. Sarah Bareilles plays the character Dawn, and we know that she's a brilliant Grammy Award-winning songwriter, but it's fun to watch her try to figure out how to write songs badly on this show.
Your character is she's so incredibly confident and really demands the attention of everyone in the room, almost to the point where she's sort of a little deranged.
Obnoxious.
Almost deranged.
She is very
Just shy.
self-obsessed.
Just
Yes.
shy of it. But on the paper, it could read like that, but you have a way of making her so relatable and endearing, and you root for her. How do you do that?
Well, I root for her. It's funny. I think our experience with anything is really about our perspective in the moment. Right now, I am a woman of a certain age who would love to have a pop album, who would love to try to make it, but I'm always looking at myself like, that's a ridiculous thing to ask at this age. To be a bubblegum pop star at 50 years old, that seems ridiculous to ask. And I love the fact that I'm on the show where someone is trying. I love the fact that this crazy group of people gives themselves the license to dream. It's really more than funny in that way. So yeah, she's very obnoxious. She's very self-centered. She's the reason why the group broke up the first time. But you know, it helps you realize, you know, no matter how bad you mess up, you have an opportunity for a second shot. And we can understand why anybody that ambition is so strong. It makes you want to root for them.
That's one of my favorite parts of these characters is they make fun of themselves, but they still dream and they aspire. And my question for you is that you in real life as well? And how do we keep aspiring?
How do we keep aspiring?
Right? And I had this question,
what?
and people said, Mike, are you going to ask her that silly question? And I said, I want to know how I'm going to keep aspiring.
Because you are a dreamer.
Can I sing my song?
Yes, you can.
No, I don't have a song.
You can.
But they're optimistic, yet they are aware of their faults, and I love it. So
yeah,
that's
how do you keep aspiring? First of all, I think that's the beauty. You surround yourself with people that don't laugh at you. Right. Unless it motivates you to be laughed at, because that works too. There you go. But you surround yourself by people that are trying to do what you're doing. I think that's hugely important, and you have to talk about it a lot. Yeah. And what I love about the character Wiki, I love that she just has these audacious ideas. In season 3 of Girls5eva, she books them a gig at Radio City Music Hall on Thanksgiving morning.
Yeah. Big swings, right? She takes big swings.
She uses all the money they've made to do this. It's obnoxious. It's ridiculous. Like, you kind of need somebody out there that takes big swings because it's either going to decimate you or you're going to pull something off and move forward. And that's, I think that's inspiring.
Do you have situations in your own life where you meet a challenge and you have to channel your inner Wiki Roy? Because I sometimes would love to be able to channel Wiki Roy.
I put on a lot of hair.
There it is.
And I get somebody to put some eyelashes on. No, I actually turned the show on, believe it or not. That sounds so obnoxious. I love it. That's so obnoxious. Like, you know, I feel bad today. I'm going to turn myself on television. Yeah. But I actually am doing that this season because I just love the audacity of these women. I think it's super funny. We started doing the show in the middle of COVID when it was just good to be breathing around other people. Yeah. I think we gave each other a lot of crazy messaging during the last couple of years because we had to survive, and that was distance means safety. Right. I think this show proves that that's not true, and I just feel when I look at these women that it's okay to have a license to dream. I think it's okay to be ridiculously ambitious. I think it's okay to join together with your friends at any age and sing harmony and dress alike.
You talked about wanting to be a pop star and that seeming ridiculous, but you have your own album coming out.
I do. It's coming out in 2024. I've been writing music for a long time. I've been a lyricist for a long time. And I've had the great privilege of being able to sing a lot of other people's lyrics, like Lin-Manuel Miranda's and Jonathan Larson's. And I was in Hamilton. Have I said that? Did you know? But I'm excited about the audience that we have on our own at this stage of our lives. I'm excited about the fact that I actually have more followers than Girls5eva, so why not try?
That's right.
But most importantly, I do believe that it's never too late to try something new. And there are women of every age that are killing it right now. I mean, look, there are just there are just, I remember when we first started doing this show, Jennifer Lopez was doing pole dancing at the halftime show at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, I love the fact that we are celebrating those women right now. We should be celebrating those women because they're inspiring us that it is never too late to have a country album, Beyonce.
Yes.
It's never too late to reinvent yourself.
That's right. Well, you are an inspiration. You're so funny in the show. Congratulations on season 3. Congratulations on the new album.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Thanks, guys.
Dream! 1, 2, 3.
Be sure to check out